Namaskaram and hello everybody. Uh, I didn't make a video yesterday and actually technically 2 days in a row. I apologize about that. It was my birthday and I decided to just take the time to reflect a bit. And I've actually spent a number of birthdays, even holidays alone. And I've even done it abroad too. So, but I spent my 44th on my own, and I think it was much needed. I do think birthdays are important to celebrate, and the reason why is not just because it's like, oh, celebrating you, or another year around the sun. What it is actually is, to me, what I found in my ponderings, is this is the moment. We're celebrating the moment that we exit the womb and we are sensing things outside the womb for the first time. Our first sounds, our first sights, our first smells, taste, and especially the first time we touch or are touched by another human being. That's actually something that we all need to talk about more, right? That human connection, touch is a big love language for a lot of people. And that's the reason why I think I thought of that. When I was my first year at Vanderbilt studying nursing, we did different rotations, right? And my favorite rotation was labor and delivery. And I didn't think I was going to like it. I actually was afraid that I was going to be the guy that passed out into a vagina giving birth to a baby. Yeah, I really thought that I was going to be that guy. I really did. But I didn't. And spoiler, I didn't. And I actually ended up really loving it. But there's a midwife who was, in charge, calling the shots. And she's like, you, student, here. So I'm just like this close to the vagina, right? And so she's telling me what she's doing, and she's also telling me to assist her, what to do. And so here comes out this baby, right? And this woman was she took it like a champ. But, she gives birth to the baby, and immediately the midwife just hands me the baby and is like, okay, do your APGAR assessment, go for it. And I was just like, whoa. But I, turned the afterburners on and got right to it. And the baby, I only had gloves that were covered up to just below my wrist. And this baby starts, covered in all the fluids, starts touching my arm. And I was kind of like, But in the end, I was like, that is one of the most beautiful moments that I've ever been able to experience. When that baby, I'm like the first, other than its mom, right, coming out of the womb, this was the first skin on skin touch that this baby is experiencing. And it was with me, right? So for some reason, I just started thinking about that for my birthday. It's not just another year around the sun and celebrating you. It's the first time that outside the womb, you're experiencing everything for the first time with your senses. As rudimentary as they may be, and as you may never remember it. You know, it's just such a profound thing. So maybe y'all can start thinking about that too, and seeing the importance of when we do have this body, we do have this mind. You know, we're given an opportunity, we're given a chance to do something beautiful and great. And we can't be too attached to it, but while we have it, right? While we have it, let's do what we can. So yeah, you know, birthdays I think should be celebrated. We should celebrate our own birthdays, and we should enjoy celebrating other people's birthdays as well. But you know, some people think it's odd. I mean, sometimes it's not by choice that I've ended up spending birthdays and holidays alone. It's just sometimes that's how it works out. But I think it will teach you a lot if you just take a moment, breathe, introspect, reflect, digest it all, and you'll start to notice like things that are important that maybe you've skipped over. So anyways, for all of you that, you know, sent birthday wishes and all that, I'm grateful, I'm thankful. I mean, actually, some of the coolest messages I got were from, you know, people that I just met on Facebook or social media. And yeah, so anyways, 44. There are a lot of irons in the fire, like I've said. You know, the past few years, several years have been, ever since becoming a Hindu, really, things have gotten really hard, and I don't blame Hinduism. This is not uncommon. When people get onto such a spiritual path and spiritual realization, they get tested. Boy, have I been tested the past several years. I'll get into it more in detail. Some things I can't talk about, but I mean, every facet of my life had a crisis within the span of a few years. But like last year and the year before, it just was like atomic bombs just being dropped right on my head. I mean, physically, you know, medically, I had stuff going on, financially, professionally, socially, relationally especially. Like, you know, yeah, there's a lot of, I don't like using this word lightly, but trauma there, you know, and that's why I've talked a lot about it, because not just me, but I've worked, and I know so many people that have experienced it too. But when you experience certain betrayal and abandonment, and, you know, people deciding I'm gonna, you know, choose this or this person over you, whether it's romantically, platonically, familially, family, professionally, you know, with careers and like job offers or whatever, it stings, but it teaches you a lot, and it teaches you who's legit, who's real. And that's what I'm just trying to get y'all to do, you know, or hopefully I can give some messages out here that resonate with y'all. But as always, please subscribe to the channel. Please give a thumbs up if you like it, share it, leave a comment. That really helps me out a lot. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, I wish you all the best on your journeys. I really, truly do. And I will get back to making daily videos. I just had to step back for a day or two, but hope you all understand. And yeah, I look forward to your comments.